We're going to break shortly, but before we do that, I'm just going to ask the vendors to take a minute who have not introduced themselves yet. Starting with Tiffany. You have a minute to just introduce yourself so that people can know that they are in fact vendors here. I think Tiffany, I know Charles went. And then after that, we're gonna, oh yes, and
Hi ladies, how are you? My name is Tiffany Duncan. I'm here with Dr. Darcia and Josephine. We share community together. Our children go to the same school. I'm a licensed massage therapist. I have been practicing since 2015. So I'm here just to maybe put hands on a few of the VIP guests that decided they would like a little bit of a refresher. Just a few moments for you guys to decompress. I know that this is all about health, wealth of the body, and everything is incorporated. As you've seen, we've had people who talk about the mental aspect of it, the spiritual aspect of it, the physical aspect of it based on what you eat, what you do, how you prep yourself. And I didn't bring a big speech. I was just gonna stay back there. But since they did ask for an introduction, I just do want to let you guys know that health is a huge background in my family, and I did martial arts for about 10 years. I did get a black belt in Taekwondo, so it matters to me a lot about the physiology, the kinesiology, how people move their body and what they do. And I think that in our community, people of color don't take the time to reevaluate outside of the tasks and the exigency of everyday life. They don't really think of massage therapy outside of maybe a luxury, maybe outside of Mother's Day. I'll remember my mom today, you know, how much she does. Maybe outside of a spa date with the girls. You know, it's not something that becomes a customary practice. And I'd love if people of color could make it more of a customary practice, because everything can't be work, 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 work. You guys have to refresh, you have to heal, you have to reevaluate. And I think that we get into this understanding that whatever pain I'm feeling, it's just, I gotta keep going with it. You shouldn't. You should not be in pain. No one should be in pain. You wanna have the body as healthy and optimal as it can be. And the only way to do that is to tune in more often. And I hope that every lady here finds a way to just tune in more often, to relax more often. And I know that the words are light if you have children, if you have a job, if you have, you know, people that you care for. It takes up so much of our everyday lives. But I think that if we can just give ourselves that 1 hour in a week to say, I'm gonna tune in and rest and relax and refresh, regenerate, rejuvenate, anything that you do that makes you feel more whole, okay? So, thank you ladies. I'm sorry.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I too did not come prepared to make a speech, but I would like to thank Dr. Darcia and my fellow colleagues who are here in either in whatever capacity that you are in. I would like to thank you for coming and having us present to you. Now, let's start by saying this. I started back in 2000, I think, in mental health. My first love was to do languages. I wanted to be an interpreter for the United Nations. And so I studied languages. I then decided, you know what, this wasn't working out. I didn't get into the Secret Service as I wanted to. And so I turned to medicine. And I haven't regretted it. I started as a nurse's aide. I moved my way all the way up to doing my doctoral degree. So I'm a family nurse practitioner. And while treating patients, I realized that I was only treating them physiologically. I wasn't treating the brain. I left that aside. I didn't know how to treat mental illness. So I went back to school and I did a degree in mental illness, psychiatric mental, treating the mental illness. And so I do both now. My focus is on family, my business is mainly on treating the mental illness that I come across on a daily basis. My goal is to fill that gap, which is often disregarded when we treat patients in the primary care setting. Yeah. So Living Well is the name of the company. I do telehealth and I do in-person visits. In person, I can be found on Hempstead Avenue at 230 Hempstead Avenue. And on a day-to-day, I am at Northwell Health in the Department of Anesthesia, where I take care of patients, preparing them to go to surgery. So it's very different, but it all comes together because going to surgery is extremely, extremely nerve-wracking. Would you agree? And so I'm now able to incorporate both. And so I do focus on the emotional aspect of it and the physiological aspect at the same time. I do take several insurances. It's a new company, and so I'm still credentialing. But there's a sliding scale. And I'm open to new patients. I am helped by my cousin, Dr. Marshall Powell, and other people around me who are really supportive of me, my friends and family. And so I would encourage you to stop by my table. I focus on stress management, I focus on anxiety, I focus on bipolar disorder, substance use disorder, you name it. So there's a little, whoever is afflicted by anything at all, you could feel free, stop by. You will be referred to psychotherapists. I don't do psychotherapy per se, I do brief psychotherapy. My focus is on medication management. So, feel free and you will be referred out if you need to. I also work very closely with your providers, your day-to-day providers, your PCPs, right? Because they both go hand in hand, right? So with that said, I'd like you to pass by, stop by the table. We'll be free to help you, whatever questions you have, whatever you need to know, we'll refer you out and we'll work together. Let's get this started, all right? Thank you.